Hello everybody, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online, Part 4. Today, we are going to go ahead and start the ritual that we ended on last time, and we're going to go ahead and probably try to complete this quest real quick. So, as always, let's hop right on into it. Arcanon! Hey buddy.
The Outlander returns.
I have the blessing stone.
Stand over there. And cannon levels.
Alright. Let's begin this ritual. Here we go. Right. Here we go.
Hear the words of the warrior poet and reveal the source of Lord Vevec's distress.
Whoa.
An Ashlander? A clockwork mage? A Daedric cultist?
Whoa.
Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. But we may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research.
Alright. That was fun. What you got, Veveic?
Between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We solved the greatest mysteries by accident, I suspect. I should write that down.
Something went wrong during the ritual. Did you learn what you had happen? What you had hoped?
We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no, not as much as I hoped.
But there were images in the ritual.
Images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander. It concerns a living god, an energy that fades like daylight as dusk spreads across the land.
I don't understand, Lord Veveic.
Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine energy, it drains away. Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf. But first, gratitude before service, as I have written. So thank you.
You will receive the canon staff of the tribunal. Request.
The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it.
You're losing divine energy. How's that possible?
To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and try to discover the identity of the enemy Levol's ancestor warned us about.
You think an enemy is responsible for your energy loss?
Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, I know his earlier research indicated new avenues to investigate. Go where he tells you, and learn what you can.
I'll talk to Arcanon Tarvars.
My divine energy diminishes with every passing moment, but the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural. I regret that I could not reveal the full nature of these dire circumstances until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated.
I'm not sure Arcanon Tarvars shares your assessment of me.
Yes. Well, Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious about ideas and ideologies that didn't originate within the tribunal. And recently, that prudence has grown 1,000-fold. He's a faithful servant, however, despite his narrow-mindedness.
What do you mean that your divine energy has diminished?
I've always used my power freely and without detriment. I create the blessing stones, hold the moonlit above the city, and perform 100 miracles a day to benefit my people. I begin to feel the toll this liberal application of divinity costs me.
Do you think you're in danger?
I care little for my own safety, but my people are another matter. Without my power to stop it, the moonlit will crash into the city and kill hundreds, perhaps thousands of innocents. And that would be just the start of Vardenfell's woes.
You suspect the affliction isn't natural?
At first, I barely noticed the loss of energy. But as I continue to grow weaker, the more it feels like an attack against my person. Besides, the Ancestor Spirit confirmed that an ancient enemy was to blame. We just need to determine who before...
Before?
Let us not dwell on disasters to come when we have problems enough to deal with in the here and now. Consult with Archcanon Tarvis and discover the source of this attack. Then we can put an end to it and not worry about what might have been.
What does the rest of the Tribunal think about all this?
They always chide me about my flagrant displays of divinity. But so far, I am the only one of the living gods whose power is fading. Almalexia hoards her energy and has barricaded her temple against attack. As for Sothasil...
What about Sothasil?
My brother travels. We have not heard from him for quite some time, but I sense that he remains safe and in possession of his full power. Funny. You always wanted to discover the limits of our divinity. Perhaps I will solve that mystery for him.
Or perhaps it's one of the gods that is messing around with one of the gods. That's also what I'm thinking. Alrighty. Alright. We're back. What you got for us, Arcanon Tarvis?
I performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotaged the divination... No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. It's not your fault that things are... difficult.
By difficult, do you mean Lord Veveic's loss of power?
How do you know about... Lord Veveic told you? Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must swear to keep this secret, though. There would be panic in the streets if the people believed one of the tribunal was incapacitated.
Lord Veveic said you might need help investigating the source of the problem?
It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than fieldwork. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies. Balmora, Aldrin, and Barrelzar's tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites.
Tell me more about these locations before I head out.
I researched what I could using the resources available here in Veveic City. To learn more, I need an agent to personally assess each location. Lord Veveic thinks you're the best one for that job. I hope he's right.
Can you tell me anything about Barzel's tower?
I believe the mage seen in the ritual is Barrelzar, who works out of an ancient Velothi tower. His experiments radiate energy similar to Veveic's affliction, but they're not a perfect match. Find out what he knows about the transfer of divine energy.
What can you tell me about Balmora?
House Redoran controls the town and nearby mines. House Halalu also has interests in the region. Rumors of a cult in the area concern me the most. I believe we saw a cultist during the ritual. Make discreet inquiries and see what you can learn.
What kind of cult are we talking about?
I have no idea. That's why we're sending you. I suggest you start at the inn. Secrets get spilled along with the drinks in such places. The miners may know something as well. I've heard that House Redoran has issued some kind of proclamation.
What do you know about all Ruin?
Savage Ashlanders, like the one seen in the vision, use the area as a tribal meeting ground. These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for Veveic. But how they could be involved eludes me. See what you can uncover.
Is there anything else I should know?
I traced tendrils of Veveic's energy to these locations, and the ritual confirmed the connection before it went awry. Just don't discuss Lord Veveic's condition with anyone. We don't want to start a panic. If anything changes here, I'll contact you.
Alrighty. See you later, mate. Alrighty. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the tower first. And that's what we'll be starting with right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll meet you guys back when I get to the location. Alright, see you then. Alrighty, let's go on in. Hello, sir. How are you doing on this fine afternoon?
Oh, such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Do you know anything about the divine energy?
Divine energy. I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sother Seal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands.
If I help, will you answer my questions?
A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way.
Alright. I'll see if I can determine the proper sequence. 1,
Start. Keep going.
2,
So far, so good.
3,
You are.
4,
Very close. One more to
5.
go. Yes, I love it when the gears align.
Alright, here we go.
Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy?
Well, I was sent to ask you about the transfer of divine energy.
Sent? How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sother Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary.
This is further leading me to believe that it's Sotha Seal that is doing all of this fun background stuff. Did Sotha Seal reach a conclusion?
Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days.
These notes should be helpful. Can I ask you a few more questions?
More questions? Well, Lord Sother Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can.
Alrighty then. That tool you mentioned, is it a weapon?
Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sother Seal to aid in his endless experiments. Suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason?
You know where the tool is now.
Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guar that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Should have heard the screams.
Tell me more about Sotha Seal.
He's the father of mysteries and the architect of time. One of the tribunal. The 3 living gods of the Dark Elves. Creates all sorts of helpful and intriguing devices, like the Clockwork City. I haven't seen my old master in many years.
What's the Clockwork City?
It's a wonder and a miracle. All brass tunnels, glass domes, and giant gears. He was inspired by the work of the Dwemer. The Clockwork City is pure Sotha Seal. He made it to forge the future and reshape the world. I learned a lot there.
You worked Ilsa Seal?
I was his apprentice, but that was years ago. Spent time working in the Clockwork City. That's what I learned about energy transference, Dwemer engineering, mechanical symmetry. Maybe the dark elf I am today. I have a question. Who sent you?
Arcanon Tarvar sent me.
The Archcanon, Lord Vevec's High Priest. Suddenly the gears align. I can think of a number of reasons that Alm and V would want to know about C and his tools, but some doors just shouldn't be opened.
Alrighty? Catch you later. Ready? Go ahead on to the Balmora next. So I'll catch you guys when I get to the Balmora. Alrighty? Made it to Balmora, and we're gonna need to gather the information. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Ready? Let's try to find this information. Might be. Gonna go down.
Please, this one needs to get out of here. Those cultists, they're insane.
All right, but keep your voice down.
Well?
I'll be ready to leave soon enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, you're just here to haul cargo.
Hello.
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo.
Relax. I'm here to help. What is it you said about the cultists?
Cultists? This one said nothing about cultists. Perhaps you are thinking of another Khajiit. Look, Renaku just wants to leave all these crazy dark elves behind and find a safer mine to work in. The Shulk ore mine is cursed.
You tell me about the cultists. I might be able to do something about it.
Really? You? Just leave Renaku out of it. If you want to know what happened so badly, just go out to the Shulk ore mine and see for yourself.
Tell me about the cultists, or I start yelling for the house guards. Oh. That sucks. I need the perk.
Keeping myself busy.
For that. And back that. Investigate Balmora. So. Okay. So I need up. House Redorian Proclamation. By order of the House Guard and the Redorian High Council, the Shulkin ore mine is closed to all operations. Or reopening the mine have been suspended. Workers should stay away until further notice, and visitors are strongly cautioned to avoid the area on pain of fine, or imprisonment, or both. This includes you, crew chief Houndoff. Know that every effort shall be made to locate the missing mine workers as soon as possible. Ah, here it is.
I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional traveling merchant. Thought Carolyn might have to shut this place down. Look at me talking your ears off. What can I get you?
Any idea why visitors have been scarce?
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redoran and Hlalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a stranger.
I just want to help.
I'm sure you do, but I have to live here, you know? Look, there's nothing I can tell you. If the houses ever found out I told an outlander about our troubles, maybe one of the miners will be more willing to talk to you.
Maybe if I paid you for your trouble.
I like the color of your gold, Outlander. Just between us, I heard the House Guard shut down the Shulk ore mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners. and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Alrighty, that's very helpful. Catch you later. There it is.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redoran proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there.
Can you tell me what happened in the mine?
Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them.
Why do you think the cultists are conducting a ritual?
Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god," or something along those lines. Look, I was just trying to get me and my miners out of there when the Ashlander showed up.
An Ashlander interrupted the cultists?
Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die.
What kind of mine is Chulk?
It used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside preparing to start up mining operations when the cultists attacked. The way things are going, we might just have to turn the place into another Kwama egg mine.
I'll go into the mine and see what I can find out.
Really? That's awfully brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or until I hear screaming. Then I'll go to Balmora and try to find some help. Good luck in there.
See you later. And up we go! Ready? Get this done. What's the scroll got, fellas? My Red Exiles, I need you to infiltrate the mine outside of Balmora. Recover an item of great importance to our veteran cause, and to the elevation of Ashlanders everywhere. Currently, this item resides in possession of the narcotic cult. Plan to conduct a ritual in the mine to grant an item the ability to channel unfathomable power. The cultists begin the process, but acquire the item before they complete the ritual. The item lies in one of the deep chambers of the mine, most likely heavily guarded. Sneak in and steal the item. As an appearance of the staff, made of metal and gears, it is necessary to advance the next stage of our cherished cause. Get the staff and bring it to me. You will be one step closer to ending your exile and returning to the Deep mine chambers. Ritual bag. Go take it. Now, let's head on out of this place. Oh! Alright. What you got for me, buddy?
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine?
I'm not sure. I need to consult with my contact.
Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists. Good luck with your mission. Whatever it is.
See you later. Righty. Yeah, we'll actually leave that off the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!